Clifford. We won't have to rob the Union Depository.
So this outfit, by the way, I'm wearing is the Bigfoot or Sasquatch outfit. You can only get this outfit if you logged in on Halloween. A lot of people on Halloween will for you than where they unlocked this outfit just for logging in. So if you don't know Halloween, you can't get this outfit anymore. It was a one-day thing. That's not down to me, that's down to Microsoft's decision. There's a lot of people who've been pestering for this outfit for years, so they probably say, oh, just make it one-day thing. It means that people will get it, so they'll shut up and stop pestering us.
This should be about as simple as it gets.
That's Rockstar's mindset, most probably. So all the Halloween content should now be gone. So I should be getting that the Demon Mask soon for and you for the song this week. You'll get a black t-shirt with the Rockstar Games logo on it. It was an interesting Halloween event, really, but they could have done better with some new content. But for a few us, well, we ran out 6 weeks up for years like that. Then we probably starting the Christmas event probably 6-7 weeks probably. Yeah, but Rockstar Games, by the way, is giving us a big clue to when the next DLC. Just basically, the current PlayStation Plus awards do not end at the end of November. They end like somewhere around the 12th of December. And the last time they did something like that was when we got a new DLC. There's somewhere trying about. So that means the DLC is coming somewhere around the 13th. Means the new DLC is coming. And last year, before we got the Cloak heist, they did a heist challenge, and that's exactly what they're doing now. But this heist challenge isn't only as good as last year's. Last year's awards were way better. You see, you're basically just getting t-shirts and stuff like that, and things like hats. Last year, there was a target that you had to meet, and if you did, you were given a DLC vehicle for free. That's not for. That's the wrong phrase. That's the casino. Even though the casino in the real city or Los Santos based on, now it's in a completely different place where this casino is. There's no casino there now in the real life equivalent of Los Santos. And things here, of course, are more further away in real life version of what they are. They've cut out some miles of road where there's really nothing to see. There's nothing physically there. You don't take any miles of nothing. That was so annoying about the GTA in San Andreas, is you had miles and when there was actually nothing. Not even a town or any. There's totally miles. Have on Christmas Day.
Yeah, baby, living the dreams.
The Diamond Casino and Resort presents a brand new car available to win today, simply with the spin of a wheel.
Yes, sir. Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day we were getting some kind of gifts as a festive surprise, so they do that every single year.
Table games, slot machines, and the premier racebook.
One year, festive surprise,
To get into and find
you got given some gifts every single day during the festive surprise. It was like 12 days of gifts. It's like from those 12 days of Christmas thingy. Song thingy, well no. Every day you got some give some sort of festive like statutory thing. They haven't done that though for years. Ever since Curry there's a Heiser thing going on. Right. What was that? That was last week. Here we are. It's this how is it like? It's a remix version. That's the Duke up there. The idea is one team's defending the lorry thing, and the other team's got to stop it. But hold it up for a similar time so the bar falls and it goes kaboom. Certainly, yeah, This is the O's car meet races. And the O's races, by the way, you can actually go and rep for basically competing in them. It's not the best way of actually making rep. The best way of making rep basically for getting this basically is the contracts and the other things, and selling the cars from you. They work from the workshop. Literally, the new races are literally the worst way of actually making reputation points. You only get it's only a 1 day bonus. But it's not very much, I think, to see. So basically those are your one thing says there isn't that they still have that in the future where they can put all the things like cash mess under the same section. People have been asking for that for years, but for some reason they came to listening, but clearly they haven't been listening, because if they had, they would have done that right now. And it's like a 50% bonus. On the Doomsday Heist finale payouts, but they're going to be, you're going to find with something very difficult. And the two outfits we got this week are from completing the ones for completing the Bognum problem was that final finale of the second heist, and the other ones for the third heist, the main finale, and that's the third heist is quite difficult. There's it for reception renames that finale, and this is Boot Sheet Job finale. This is only the first week of the heist, special heist challenge. This is good at trying to complete the Doomsday Heist. As the setups of those things are ridiculous. And they take a very long time to set up to do even. So you can now source the stuff for those ones in through your own. But the main labs heists and studios, you have to go, they've got those specific jobs to source for those ones. And you need 4 people, and if anyone leaves, the heist is over. The attempt at heist is over. That's the mission heist, but with the vehicle sourcing ones, you can do in fact, like session 3. And then there's also missions we have to go into output mode for. And they are very difficult. The ones in your film take actually ages. You really need 4 people to have any chance. Yep, so here's 1 car. Yep, so yeah, by the way, if you complete all the heist finales for every single heist in the game, you're throwing everything for the same chance, you'll only get $2 million. Most of you completing all those high scenarios are very, very small. So you have to do. So they take quite a while, especially old. It's not like car pickle. If you know what you're doing, you can do it in like around 2 hours ish. They take a lot longer. Of course, if you got GK Plus, every week you're guaranteed to get a gold panda statue. I'm telling you, just from doing 2 category races, you could make more money than what you would if you did manage to complete. But you're just so you got 4 people, the cut really gets reduced, and this. Who's your standard house? If you take damage, the money count goes down. So that's what you got in mind. You got the Kuruma. This is the only house really doing is really the Kaipri guys, since you'll make way more money. Well, you remember, and it's even higher than pick this high tension. Because now there's a 40-minute cooldown period for completing the heist with 4 players. So you don't have to wait 48 minutes before you can do another. And that, I find, is more longer than the reg. So the odds of actually completing all those heist finales are very, very small. Plus it's going to take you actually ages, especially with the old ice. So it's going to be very hard for you to get 4 players. The casino heist was a struggle. You only needed. You could do it with only 1 other person, but that was still a struggle to find at least 1 other person. Yeah. What chance are you going to stand when you need to get 4 people in total? That's why the Code Ghost is so good, so you can do it all in the infinite session. But the uphill got thrown off the Code Ghost because it was by far one of the difficult co-op missions the first time through. So far the hardest one the first time through. I find it very difficult. But it's one of those things where you don't know a couple of times, it gets easier. So you really would notice it's the first thing you get started in a way more difficult situation. So you can't just go to the side without going through the gate. First, you force you to go around the island, but at the same time you don't have to go over the island. So that people silly go for that expensive things go way harder to keep doing this. Once you get to drainage scope to UVC, you get it, you're approaching straight the right roughing the house. And if you know to do the fingerprint scan, it can actually be quite simple to do the kind of guys. After those times it's completely sorry. I even did it the first time so, but even though the first time so it was a total nightmare, it all worked out reasonably well in the end. Yep, so you have to finish in the top 3 5 days in a row to get this car. So literally, it's not really, it's not worth the effort. The car's not that good. Ah, the Pariah. Totally the best sports car in the game by a long way. You can buy the best getaway car for doing the Diamond Casino heist. This is the one you want. Okay. It's gonna be weird. Well, wait, too what? So there's a wide body version put into the game as well. That's a very good car. Do you want the wide version? You have to buy another one. So totally, it's on sale now. So totally, I can get the regular version for buying two. You see, they can make one interest, keep one as the regular version. They can make the other the wide body version. So you can have different customization.
Okay, Manolo, you listen to me good.
I've done that category so done. This looks so weird. If they threw that in a Professor Mark 2, you just imagine if somebody saw that. And if we had twos in real life, just imagine all the issues that would cause. Well, if I think about a crucial sense of insurance. That would be a real problem when it comes to insurance details. Just, you need that for parachute on all the time. That would cost a fortune. And they would be very much a fire eventually. All those parachutes.
Capitan, what do you think Mr. Rubio is doing right now? If you listen very carefully on sonar, you can hear him screaming.
Yeah, so just, if you need any rad, just do the category, guys.
Goodbye.
I'm showing you to do the most popular heist in the game. If you got the drone, just trying to look scoped out, and it is. I haven't done one of these for months, but there's been times in the past where I haven't done one for months and I've mashed.
Multi-million-dollar question. What impulsive purchase did Mr. Rubio make after we robbed him last time? And will he ever learn? I think not. We use our usual entry point for reconnaissance. Light aircraft used by Mr. Rubio's smuggler teams. I could track such a plane on its most recent visit to Los Santos. Coordinates are with you now.
You know, there's a t-shirt and a hat. Or is it some fancy it's not a t-shirt, it's a shirt, and you can get a hat. Just going to be coming into game we can get from completing the code, guys. See if you can do the code guys awards you for being stealthy. That's what a lot of players find difficult. They don't know where they actually, which route to go, or they'll find a fingerprint scanner confusing for some reason. I don't know. The fingerprint scanner in this heist is way easier than the one in the casino heist. Hey, technically this was the first heist that Rockstar Games got it right. In fact, this is actually the best heist, is that so depending on how many times you do it back to back to back, Mr. Eagle will actually say some actually quite amusing things on the over the tunnel. Just if you do it consistently multiple times back to back, you will actually get additional dialogue, what you won't not get if you only do the heist a few times. So for that, you got dialogue, what I've actually. But I hadn't heard before. I think it's got further range in the gun, so I know what use to taking these guys out. Services. Yeah, and that spur, by the way, it's the fastest helicopter in the game, but it sure does get that takes a lot of damage. You can't put armor on it.
Do you have the plane? Very good. I have sent you coordinates. Keep south until the air becomes thick with arcs and profanity. Yeah, there should be clothes on board. You switch on the way. And leave your guns on plane. Remember, drug dealers employ smugglers. They do not trust them. Guards find you with weapons. This will not end well.
You cannot get snow in Puerto Rico. So if you see anyone doing gameplay where it's actually snow in Puerto Rico, that isn't legit snow. I've actually lost count for how many times I've actually done this heist. But a lot of people are doing this heist way more times than me. There was a player who made over like 300 million just from doing this heist. He also done the heist of like 300 times. So this heist can actually get you so much money if you know what you're doing. You know if to buy another shark card. And you don't need to do like to each DLC you've only needed about 15 million on day one. And that's one of the big DLCs. By the time it's in your project, the project only costs, most of your projects only cost about 4.5 to 5 million. Doing the section is the yacht and the casino penthouse. Then you're gonna I think in a way I was actually surprised in a way the submarine was actually as cheap as it was. So they could have made the submarine a lot more expensive. If it had been just the reason why it's cheap is to make the submarine the same way as like similar to the turbine, but in a way. If they'd made it the same design to the yacht, it would have cost a lot more. And we listed out a submarine on the map constantly, you can see constantly. By the way, I'm doing it if you've done a strange channel scopes that I've done, you can do it the exactly same way.
Paring, esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go.
He is so rude.
Okay, wait over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
You thought he'd use a metal detector.
Once you leave the airstrip, do not let the guards get a good look at you. The disguise is not perfect. They see you clearly while you're in the wrong place. They will put 2 and 2 together and make bullet, yes?
And you actually need to physically take photos of these locations, so it'll show up on your map when the finale is going down.
Aha, marijuana. Easy to sell. I will mark a location planning screen.
Most of the time, I always seem to.
Hard cash? Always welcome. I will mark location.
Oh, he seems to get quite a bit stuff in this hangar. So, oh, well, by the way, is it really worth it? So is it the code guys? Is these valuable? Because these is one to get to. Because it's you can get 2 pieces from in Miss Ruby's office if they spawn in.
That's on your planning screen now.
Plus, oh, it takes up half the bag. So there's a limit to how much you can put in your bag, and they can synergize. So this one bag can take the whole content of the dirty vault and the main vault in one player's bag. This you can't do. And you're gonna probably make over $1 million basically regardless every single time. Once you get down the techniques. You'll be in and out, obviously we wouldn't know me there. You get a DLC like so what you gotta do is like do one car per ice like once per week. So because 6 months you have way more than enough. Hitchman doesn't like this heist for this reason. I don't know why, it's a good heist. Are you gonna... With this heist, you don't need to take your planned exit route. All you gotta do is to go off the island. Unlike the other heists. Even the diamond casino, you don't get given that much freedom. You have to go out that door. So you can't just change your plan halfway through. You're going to roof exit. So if you let the roof off your exit, you're basically screwed in the diamond casino heists. You got no way of actually getting off down to the street without getting took out by the NPCs. And the rest way is basically it's the doors at the back as your exit route. So it gives you the most options. And that's the route you actually go in. This pest control is the best. This is the way of going out. Of course, the best skies is the group 6 one. So you don't have to do anything. You just casually and calmly just walk right down to the vault. And you literally just let you right in. So if you get out of the vault, down you don't trigger into the arms. You don't have to fire a single. You can totally do that without firing a single shot. What you want to do when you get around here, you want to check on your map. Sometimes there's a jeep that drives down here. Look for me, that jeep's already gone through. Oh no, if the box is at the bottom of the tower, the top of the tower, so if it's at the bottom of the tower, there won't be a guard standing at the bottom of the tower. But if it's at the top, there'll be a guard at the bottom. There's no guard there, because if there was, you'd see him on the map. Some people just get on the bike trying to jump a fence. You can just ride them out, but this is not the fastest way, but this is the way you're going to have less odds of getting caught. You only get caught so many times when you free off the island.
The signal box could have moved since you were last here, Capitan. Upstairs, downstairs. You will need to look around.
This is really like nude downstairs, there's no guard. No, it's simple. You have to use all these numbers, by the way. Yeah. And the cool thing about this puzzle is, sometimes you can actually complete.
Okay, I have access. The app is on your phone. Let us take a look.
They trick you, making it so the puzzle sometimes is one you complete if you're only using one of the numbers.
Have a look in the basement. No need to change the winning formula, yes?
If you're going to Panda's Cave first, you gotta go through. It says slopes on the cameras. It's bonds. So the glass case is empty.
Ah, there, in the safe. Looks like bearer bonds. Untraceable cash must be useful for men like Mr. Rubio. And even more useful for those robbing him, huh? Remember, you are not a pack mule. There is only so much you can carry. You want more? Bring friends.
No, it won't work. Now what you're gonna do first week getting back to the airfield is to get caught on purpose. That's what everybody does when they let the guards deliberately catch them, so that we can get to the airfield. Think fake fast. There should be a guard on this road. A camera. This is effective. See, I got myself caught tactically so I can get back to the airstrip so I can get out of the island.
Remember, the guards think you are nothing but filthy smuggler. You break the rules too many times, they break you one time with no need to do it again.
What's that behind? Of course, that's the things they take photo for. Now we throw it to Los Santos, and then we start doing the prep work to hit this island. When it comes to thinking, there's a lot of missions where you don't actually have to do, because they won't help you if it goes loud. Like all that taking out his armor things, destroying his headquarters, they're all waste of time. So it's just, they will not help you if you trigger alarm. So you got Miss Views and Pro Haircut. one of those things where you say, oh, it's going to be really difficult. Fabry's phone call?
Okay, we have our heading. Head back to the sub, and we will get the engine fired up. You can always go back to the island, too. You can never be too familiar.
You only got to the island without draw attention.
Hey man, what's up? Just remember, it's always 420 somewhere in the world. You about to get fucked up.
Where the... It's always really misleading. Well, there's my summary. It's like where left. Now the best way of doing these missions is not the way you might think. The best order is not the order you think it is. Well, to get this puzzle alive game, you have to scope the drainage channel. See, this is why the drainage channel is so valuable. So this colour thing, you can get through it, you can get through the bars, the drainage channel, you can get straight into it. Through the chains and everything to where the stuff is.
So, the drainage tunnel. We need special cutting tools to cut the underwater grate. You will find these at many construction sites. Of course, these days, you will also find armed security at many construction sites. Apparently, the citizens of Los Santos have a habit of stealing such things.
Whoosh. This one you can actually attempt to do so with the very tall building one. You're more better off just going in, fire all missiles blazing. It's faster if you can go straight to the top footway instead of having to make your way up by going all the way up to the elevators and stuff.
Equipment such as this will not be lying around in the open. You will need to search toolboxes and such. And you can practice clandestine maneuvers on the guards, yes? Or find a hard hat and keep your head down.
It's very good to find a word, right? The housemaid does it well when you're frying, as you choose to go in by fire. Going to act natural. then we fly back to the submarine. Go, 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 go. If there's any doomsday I set up, she would still be quite far back to certain other things.
Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it all. The only way to be safe, not sorry, yes? We leave behind a single piece of the jigsaw. Mr. Rubio will finish it.
It's very weird, it's submarine, is it? You can fit out a helicopter inside. There's also a strongwood being kept in here, and a submarine, and a small submarine. You could call that a real submarine. Oh my god, we're in the wrong way.
So, first the bad news. Mr. Rubio's fingerprint scanner cannot be hacked by any ordinary tool. Good news, there is a fail-safe tool, which can reconstruct Mr. Rubio's fingerprint in case of emergency. This is our only chance to hack inside. More bad news. This is being held by his head of cybersecurity in his archives, and we don't know where they are. Only that they are on the mainland. So first things first, we find them. Go to the GPS location I sent you. The location of the archives is rotated every few weeks. The current location is documented on the computer system in this warehouse. You must avoid surveillance cameras or destroy them, or just kill the tower. There will be circuit box not too far from here. It will be guarded in there. You avoid the cameras, you keep element of surprise, yes?
Obviously the Juggernauts in the 9th finale, they're super powerful when it comes to taking bullet damage.
You know, being Mr. Rubio's head of cybersecurity is a busy job. There are offshore account transfers to manage, hidden servers to maintain, social media websites to infiltrate. If we do this correctly, it may be some time before they realize what we have taken. Find the terminal, anything, a laptop will do. We must hack it and find the archive's current location. You see the complacency of American cyber industry? The security is months out of date. I would be surprised if half of Russia is not already using it as cryptocurrency farm. Excellent. We know where to find the archive and the tool we need.
There's a reason but anyway to hit his iron, that's why. The strategy I use to try, you can do a strategy work at night and day. Fry. CCTV group license 6, but it's a little thing about the size of credit card.
The fail-safe tool will be small card with circuit board and antennae. I suggest you leave fast.
Fast, very, very fast. This is the same thing we can see on the actual island. Was it this way? Maybe swing traps have shipped out to these island, I don't know. You're requesting side notification, so it's close to where you are.
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain, to think of how we cover our tracks. And the most important way will be to destroy all vehicles, weapons, and equipment once we are finished. No loose ends. Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end.
You strangle it. Yeah, this is doing my own, sorry. Yep, so I'm going to call it a stream now, so I'll see you on the next one.